Hey, Team Beachbody. I am Julie Voris coming to you live from Carmel, Indiana. It is June. Can you even believe that? Time doing what she does and just flying by. We're already into the 6th month of the new year, and I think it feels like it's going faster because there's so much excitement and energy and awesomeness, that's a word, coming our way between all the stuff that we've heard about at the Super Saturdays and then the May announcements with Carl and talking about all the, oh my gosh, I mean, cookies and creamy, are you kidding me? And then knowing that we've got Summit next month and who knows what, the announcements we got in May were amazing, and we still have more to come next month. What? This is the time. You are in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing. You want to be in this business now, and so do your potential coaches and customers. You just might need to share that with them. So today I want to talk to you about why this is kind of a pivot moment for our business. I've got some notes here because sometimes I digress. Sometimes I ramble a little bit. I'm going to try and stay on target for you. I'm so passionate about what we get to do every single day. And actually, just yesterday, I celebrated my 13-year anniversary of partnering with Team Beachbody. Yes, I have been doing this 13 years. I've been drinking Shakeology since it came out, which also means there was a time in this business when there was no Shakeology. There was a time in the business when there wasn't really a very good Coach Online office. There was a time in this business when we didn't have Energize. I don't even know how we built a business then. But there was a time in this business when we didn't have all the incredible tools and resources that we have now. And yet we have them now. And now is the time that we want to be sharing this excitement, this energy, this passion, because my friends, if 13 years in, I am more fired up about this business now than I ever have been, you should be too, because I've been through all the iterations. I have been through VHS to DVD. Yes, I have VHS tapes. I have been from DVD to digital. I've been through Life Before Shakeology, all the things, and it just feels like we are just getting started. And I think that this month is a pivot moment for coaches. I think this is the month where you decide if you're building a hobby business or if you're building a business that can change lives, including really most of all your own. If this is a business that will create a ripple effect that will go down through generations. I think about my daughters. I have 3 daughters, and their lives are so different because of this business. And not because of the metrics or the logistics of the business. Their lives are different because I am different because of this business, which means they are different, which means their children's lives will be different. And the ripple effect is so great. And this month in June, when it's sort of that in-between month, after these incredible announcements from Carl and before Summit, we could find ourselves in a holding pattern. It's also a month when we're transitioning kind of out of school schedules into summer schedules, whether that's virtual or in real life or any of the things. We're still transitioning into a new season. And thank goodness for it. I am so ready for summer and so ready for warm weather. And schedules and routines change. And it can be a month where we sit and sort of hold and wait, or it can be a month where we draw a line in the sand and say, this is where we build our business. So let's talk about how we do that, and maybe some mindset shifts that we can all make, and maybe some actions that we can take too to help get people excited. So if you know me, you know that I am a huge Disney fan, and it's not really the stuff that you see on Instagram that draws me to Disney. It's not why I fell in love with it. It's the vision. It's the thought of a man standing in the middle of a swampland in Orlando, Florida, and seeing what he saw before it was even there. It's the magic. It's the story. I love all of it. I feel so emotionally connected to all of it. And because of that, I know, like, and trust Disney. Now, here's what's interesting. As we're thinking about all the stuff that's coming out, the bike, Shakeology, 645, stuff we don't even know about. And we're sitting in the middle of June and we're thinking, well, do I even start talking about that? What am I talking about? Am I just waiting and hoping that someone will want to do, 645 with me or ride the bike with me or whatever? Or are we like Disney? And back in April, I got an email in my inbox telling me about Halloween events that were happening in October. I got that email in April telling me about events that were happening in October. I don't need to know all the details. I don't need to know the logistics. I don't need to know the price or the itinerary or exactly what's going to happen at that event. And they didn't tell me. It didn't matter. They were just planting the seed in April of something that would happen in October. And if they had given me all the details, I would forget it anyway, right? That many months later, but they planted the seed in April for something happening in October. Now, as we get closer, you and I both know I'm going to get all kinds of emails about all the logistics and the itineraries and the cost and all of that of this event that's happening in April. And truth be told, none of it will matter, because if I can go, I'm going to go. Why? Because I know, like, and trust Disney. I am drawn to the energy, the story, the passion. I'm drawn to what they're creating. I don't really care what the event is. Okay, how does that apply to you? Because I really believe, after 13 years of doing this business, that people don't care what program you're doing so much. I believe they care why you're doing it, how it makes you feel, and more importantly, how it will make them feel. We're entering this new chapter in the world, after a very long chapter of a lot of loss and a lot of cancellation and a lot of upheaval and a lot of hard conversations and a lot of uncertainty. We're kind of like in our business, turning a corner and entering a new chapter, one of light and hope. And people want to feel confident again, and they want to feel good, and they want to feel energy, and they want to feel passion, and they want to feel excitement. And I believe they don't really care what program you're doing. I believe they want to feel that way however they can. So just like I don't need to know all the details about this event that's going to happen in October at Disney, I'm probably going to go if I can. I don't think people need to know all the details about even Cookies and Creamy Shakeology or about the bike or about 645. They care about why you care and why they should care. What is your energy? What are you excited about? Think about all the announcements that you've heard. What are you most excited about? Talk about that, because that, coaches, is what draws people to you. What we want people to do is watch you and think, I want some of that. I don't know what she's having, but I want some of that. We want them to say, very Harry Met Sally, I'll have what she's having, because your energy is so tangible about whatever it is you're doing. They want to be a part of that. Okay, so maybe you don't know much about indoor cycling. Maybe you've never had a bike or whatever. Are you excited about it though? Does it sound really freaking cool? Then just talk about that and talk about how I don't really know much about cycling. I don't really know much about it. I've never done it, but dang, I'm so excited to try it. What an awesome option for low impact, because you're excited about it. Just share that. If that doesn't really appeal to you, but the idea of body and working out in a virtual room with a trainer who can see you, like that lights me up. That I want to talk about that. Talk about it. They don't care what program it is. They just care, why are you excited and why should they be excited? Because right now, people want to feel that. They want to feel that light and that hope. And guess what? You're it. You are the light and the hope. And like moths to a flame, people will come and be drawn to people who are excited about something. So many people in this world, they lack that. They lack that passion, that energy, the excitement, but you have it. That's why you're here. Make a list of what's coming out that lights you up and start talking about it every day on your stories. Today on my Instagram story, I talked about the mixed bike just a little bit. Just a little breadcrumb. It was just that little email that I got in April about something that's happening in October. I just referenced it. I'm going to go down and ride my bike today, but I am so excited about the mixed bike coming in. Oh my gosh, it's white. It's going to be gorgeous. And then I went on. Just a little breadcrumb. Because no one's going to remember if we tell them all the details right now. We've all got so much stuff that we have to remember. Focus on what's lighting you up. I mean, when you think about that interactive screen, and working out with a trainer and they can see you and you can see them and you can meet up with your coaches, you can meet up with your customers, and you can literally work out together all over the world. Are you kidding me? You better be talking about that. because that's exciting and that's innovative and that's hope and that's light and that's energy and that's passion and that's what people want. I am not here to give you systems. I am not here to tell you a script. I don't think that's what this business is built on. I think if you want to be in it for 13 years, if you want to build a business that will change your family's life, you've got to be in this because it's about something bigger than you. And you've got to be in this because the vision for your life is connected to what you're doing in your business. It's not connected to a program launch. It's not connected to a new flavor of Shakeology. It's connected to partnering with a company that's so freaking innovative that we're going to get to work out live with our trainers and have a bike and have all these different flavors. It's about connecting to a vision for your life that is more than where you are right now. And you can be really good with where you are right now and still want to be extraordinary. Likely you do. That's why you're here. Other people want that too, and they need to hear that from you. They need to hear your energy, your excitement about everything that's coming. You don't need to know all the details right now. That's less important than how you feel about it and how you can help them feel. Speak to that. What struggles, challenges, pain points are you feeling? Because chances are the person that you're talking to is feeling that too. You know, there have been times when I've just sort of felt like just a little off, a little less fired up. Okay, well, why not talk about that? And how am I going to bring that back? How am I going to find that fire again? How am I going to find those habits that light me up again and speak to that? Because likely if I'm feeling it, so is my person. What are you feeling? And how do you want to feel? And how does what we have help you get there? Because that answers the questions for the person that's watching you. And you've got to be talking about it every day. You've got to be talking about it every day. Just like I got the email back in April, I'm going to get a multitude of emails between now and October. Disney's going to keep it front of mind. They're going to keep it right here in front of me. I talk about Energize every day because I can't imagine my life without it. And at some point, someone's going to have watched me 30 times and on the 31st time go, okay, she's still really excited about it. Maybe I should get some. That's what they want. They want what you're having. And what you're having can change their life. They just don't know it yet, but you do. So let's talk about what we can do. Number one, you can make a list of all the stuff that's coming. I use stuff loosely because the stuff that's coming is like, wow, groundbreaking. Make a list of everything that's coming. And then sort of highlight and circle the stuff that really excites you. When I think about what really excites me, it's the bike. I can't wait for that. And it's body. I can't wait for that. Those are the things that really, really excite me. The cookies and creamy, I think is awesome. It's not as exciting to me. Will I talk about it? Yes. Will it light me up? Maybe not as much. That's okay. That's okay. We are building a library of stuff so we can reach everyone. We have a tool and a solution for everyone. What lights you up? Make a list, circle it. Start talking about it. I'm also really excited about working out with Amala again, truth be told. So, okay, I'm excited about that too. I'm going to talk about that. And guess what? Most people don't know who Amala is. I mean, we do, and they should, but they don't. But they know who you are, and they're buying from you because of how that program makes you feel, and they want to feel like you feel. So make your list and then talk about what's exciting to you. And then start talking about it every single day on your Instagram stories, on your feed, wherever you talk. Make a YouTube video, go live on your Instagram, wherever you talk about it. But you got to be talking about it every day, and you got to be sending that email in April about something that's happening in October. You've got to be breadcrumbing it because when that bike comes out, because that's something that I'm really passionate about. When that bike comes out in, let's say it comes out in September. Let's just say it does. That shouldn't be the first time that I've referenced that bike. That shouldn't be like, oh wow, I didn't know that they had a bike coming from my people that might be watching my social media. That should be like, oh yeah, she's been talking about that for a while. That sounds really cool, right? So we've got to be breadcrumbing that all along. The stuff that you're excited about. And then dropping in the other stuff too, because we never know what's going to be the light bulb for someone else, and that's our job. Here are all the tools. Let me connect with what works for you. It's going to light you up. And then message your customers, message your coaches, especially your coaches. What lights them up? They should be talking about that. And what lights them up might be different from what lights you up, and that's okay. We are all here to partner with Beachbody and build a business that's as unique to us as there are coaches in this network. There are as many ways to invite, as many ways to build, as many ways to be in this business as there are coaches in this network. That's what makes it so beautiful and so amazing. So it keeps me here 13 years in, because it feels like we're always just getting started. And how I build my business will be different from how you build your business. And that is okay. In fact, it's awesome, because the more ways we build and the more ways we invite and the more ways we connect, the more people we can help, the more lives we can change, including our own. So talk to your customers about it. Start breadcrumbing it with them. Start talking to your coaches about it. What is lighting them up? And then go to your Coach Online office and really dive into the materials that are back there. I do not care if you have an upline who is working the business or not. That has nothing to do with what you are doing with your business, because you have a plethora of tools in 3 places: your Coach Online office, YouTube, and Google. Okay? Your Coach Online office, YouTube, and Google. You can find anything that you want to know. So if you don't know a lot about indoor cycling, start YouTubing it, start Googling it, and go to your Coach Online office and read and educate and get that stuff sort of in your vocabulary. Follow our trainers so you listen to how they speak and talk and what they're saying about the programs, and then you can share that on your stories, your energy. The bottom line is this: people buy a feeling. They buy your energy. They buy how you feel and how you share that with them. They're not buying a product or a program. They're not buying from Beachbody. They're buying from you. They're buying for how you will help them feel. And yeah, they might lose some weight. And yeah, they might dial in their nutrition. But when they do that, they're going to feel more patient. They're going to feel kinder. They're going to feel happier. And then when they talk to their children, instead of getting upset right away, they're going to have more patience. And then when they talk to their spouse, instead of being, triggered right away, they're going to be kinder. And then their children and their spouse will go out into the world. And when they have a conversation or a confrontation or an argument or a situation, they're going to be more patient and kind, because in their home, the temperature was more patient and kind. And then that ripple effect is going to continue and continue and continue and continue. And you thought you were just selling a challenge pack. So much bigger than that. We're selling life change. We're selling energy. We're selling hope. We're selling confidence. We're selling light. You are the flame. You are the lighthouse. And that's what they're looking for. You have the map. You are the guide, and you're just going to help them navigate their way back to feeling better. Because you were there, you've been there, you might still be there, and you're working your way through that map. You're going to help them do that too. And that's what we're going to do in the month of June. And this is going to be our pivot moment, because then in July, when we're in the second half of 2021, my friends, and we start actually meeting together in person again and come out of our homes and re-enter the world, we're going to slay the rest of this year. It's going to be incredible, because you are incredible. You are extraordinary, and you are going to make a difference. Team Beachbody, I'm so grateful to be a part of this business with you. Let's make it an amazing 2021.